have a huge empty, so we're gonna jump into it because we're gonna do speed reviews on each one of these, and I have quite the amount. Okay, so first up is Heritage. I absolutely love the shampoo and conditioner. You can find this at Walmart, but I feel like this is called the length check one, really helps as far as my long hair. I feel like it really keeps it hydrated and really healthy. So this is a really great one to try out, and also just the brand in general. Next, I purchase this all the time, the Cinema Secrets. I love using this, especially for my eye brushes. I sometimes get lazy and do this as well for my face brushes, but this cleanser, like, nobody can beat it. I like the lemon one more just because I feel like the scent isn't as as harsh as their original formula. I can't show you guys the lashes, but the Rebel ones from Kiss were absolutely beautiful. They were really fluffy and beautiful, but I'm not gonna talk too much about them because I literally don't have the lashes in front of me. Now we have some Bath and Body Works. I absolutely love buying their body washes when they go on sale. This is one of my all-time favorite scents. I have bought 3 bottles of this. This is the Peppermint Bark Truffle with Milk. Delicious. The spray, the body wash, it just feels like chocolate with like peppermint and just all yumminess. This one here is like you're on a tropical island. This is the Bali mango, and this one as well. This is the Starfruit Sangria. It's very juicy type of fruity smells. Okay, and some of these are not empties, but they're either old or the formula has changed or they're too dark for me. So first off is the Sephora Best Skin Ever. I plan on getting their newer bottle since they repackaged it, but I absolutely love this foundation. I have a review on it and I will be repurchasing. I'm in the shade 24N. I will also be repurchasing the e.l.f. Soft Glam. This one here I'm going to give away. It is way too dark. I got the shade 32 Medium Neutral. I try to make this work for me, but sadly, I just can't. I just can't at all. And so I am trying some new drugstore foundations, so watch out for reviews on those. This one I used up to the end, and then the shade started changing a little bit. This is the Super Stay from Maybelline. I'm in the shade 220. And this shade kind of like, it oxidized inside. You guys can definitely see this got so much love for me. I can't even tell you. And I went out to Walmart and immediately bought a new one. That's how much I freaking love this foundation. If you're looking for a good drugstore foundation that looks natural, gives a glow to the skin, this is just absolutely gorgeous. Then we have the Fenty Beauty Ease Drops. This was just getting old and the color as well started oxidizing, becoming darker. Another one that I did review on, really like these drops. This is the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. I like this one, especially for those like no makeup days, but as well, it became a little bit more on the orangey side than what it originally was. So it just wasn't working with my skin tone as well. And then this one is the Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation from She Glam. I just feel like this is a little too mattifying for me. I like things that are a little bit more on the glowy side. Then I used up the Batiste. I absolutely love this. I buy these all the time from Marshalls and TJ Maxx. They're a lot more cheaper there. This is the dry shampoo. It's classic. I love these. They have a ton of smells. I would highly recommend buying them at TJ Maxx or Marshalls just because you get a better deal. I also used up the City Beauty Concentrated Youth Serum. This is such a really great serum. I feel like they have really great skincare products. They are on the pricey side, but when they have a sale, I would definitely say look at them and see if anything calls to you, because a lot of their stuff I feel like is underrated. This Concentrated Youth Serum, I would use it almost on a nightly basis, and I really do feel like I just feel like firmness into my skin. Next, this kind of dried out. This is the Kaja. I'm actually thinking of decluttering the other shades that I have as well. These are like in a sponge kind of formula, which they apply nicely, but I hate this whole packaging is like overkill. It's too big. It's supposed to be like this cute little stamp, which was kind of cute when it first came out, but having it in my collection, I would have preferred something like a little bit smaller and flatter than this whole big thing for blush. Then I have some lip products that obviously just became old. A lot of these, like, I can't fully use them because of the shades. This one's from ColourPop and Hocus Pocus. It's a matte kind of dark burgundy kind of wine color, and it just became old. As well as this In Beauty, I use the crap out of this and love their products. I might pick up their like neutral looking one. It's absolutely beautiful. But these lip glaze oils are very comfortable on the lips. I highly recommend them if you're looking for something hydrating and glossy at the same time. This one kind of changed its smell, and this is the She Glam Willy Wonka. It used to smell like chocolate, and now it just kind of smells rancid, so I'm not putting that on my lips. I also decluttered a ton of stuff from Ciate London. The brand seems to have completely disappeared. I don't know what happened. It seems like they went bankrupt, or I'm not sure, but they're not even responding on their social media. I bought both of these and used them for years and years on end. They're probably old now. These are the marbled metals. I got these at Sephora and loved these. I wish somebody would come up with something similar. These have kept their moisture in here and have worked non-stop. I wish that ColourPop would change their packaging as far as their eyeshadows in pots, like the Super Shocks and their other ones, the Jelly Much ones, because they need like more hydration. And these right here, they close and like maintain the formula. As well as the Vitamin Boost setting spray. I like this. It gives a lot of hydration, but I have so many sprays and I don't want to keep using stuff and get ready with me's or on video if it's not even available, and especially if the brand is not getting back to their clients. I use the crap out of this. If you guys can't tell, it's more than halfway done. Love these oils. These are the Ciate hydrating lip oils, but I do have like 30 or more lip oils in my drawer right now, so I want to keep moving on from those. I also decluttered a ton of these ColourPop glitters. I prefer the She Glam stick ones. I feel like those apply a lot better and give glitter without being like overly chunky like these. So I went ahead and took these out of my collection, as well as this one. This one is just from being old. This is the Rose Pink Honest Beauty. I love this blush so much, but it lately looks a little just gross, so I decided to just take it out of my collection. But this is such a beautiful formula. Sadly, Honest Beauty, I feel like doesn't have enough products out there, or I don't even know if they're around still, but this blush was absolutely gorgeous. I want to say like Tati recommended this and I just fell in love with it. This is another glitter from ColourPop that I took out, as well as their Jelly Much eyeshadows. These dry out like nobody's business and then stop functioning. Especially if you have a large collection like I do, it's kind of hard to like keep using them consistently. I used up the Keys Soul Care Let Me Glow Illuminating Serum. This is really beautiful. It's really nice underneath foundation because it kind of has like a yellow, not a yellow, like a golden type of vibe in the cream itself. And then it's a really nice hydrating cream without being like overly hydrating. So it's good underneath makeup and it gives that glow to the skin. I love this. I got this on Amazon when it was on sale. This is the Face Shop Rice Water Bright. This is their cleansing oil. It's a really nice cleansing oil. It's a little bit more on the watery side compared to some other oils, but it does the job, and especially when it's on sale, it's a good steal. I used up the Japanese Cherry Blossom. Somebody gifted this to me. I don't remember when, but I love the Cherry Blossom smell. It's one of their iconic smells. It's just so floral and absolutely beautiful, and it really projects really nicely from Bath & Body Works. Another product that I used up was the Intense Moisture Leave-In Conditioner from Amika. We got this in one of the boxes, I want to say. Really, really great. Hydrates your hair, and I really like this for detangling my hair. Another product that I used up was this one right here. This is the Retinol Serum by the Inky List. If you're looking for a retinol that isn't too intense, this is a really great one. There's quite a few other ones that I use, like Cocoa Kind. I want to say there's one more. the Banish. I use quite a few retinols, especially in my forehead, and this whole area was where I kind of like frown the most. And this type of retinol I feel like works really well without having like my skin overly react and become dry and peel. I know that a lot of people use like really high percentages of retinol, but I prefer using like little bits of retinol and kind of use it a little bit at a time than going all in with something with like such a high percentage of retinol. I also decluttered some glitters like this Pixie by Petra, the Dazzle Shadow Liquid by MAC. This was a absolutely beautiful glitter to go on top of eyeshadows. Another one from ColourPop. I had quite a few of these little ones, but sadly they kind of dry out and they're more on the chunky side. I did make a dent in there, but I've stepped away from them. Next we have the Anua Heartleaf BHA. I love this face cleanser. I actually repurchased it myself. This one was sent for review or came in a box, I can't remember. But this is like a foam and it cleans your skin so nicely without over drying it. So really, really great. It's a Korean brand and just really great, especially if you don't have any type of specific thing that you want to treat on your face. Like if you want something that has salicylic acid or anything like that, this would not be it. But this has kind of like a formulation that kind of like cleans and really cleans nicely without over drying, which I feel like is something really hard to do. It like really cleans out your pores. I have two more foundations, the SheGlam Skinfinite Hydrating one. This is a little too deep for me. I do like this formulation more than their matte one. I think I might repurchase, but in a lighter shade. And then I also have the MAC Studio Radiance. This is an NC20 and it is super dark. This formula was really beautiful, but I feel like they did such a horrible job with the shades themselves. I used to be an NC30 and the shades were like totally off. I don't know what MAC was thinking with that one. I also have the Medicube Zero Foam Cleanser. This is really good if you have oily skin. My husband loved this. This is something that if you have dry skin, you want to stay away from. I just feel like it just strips my face completely of all moisture. This is definitely more geared to those with oily skin or maybe acne prone skin. I used up the Dove body scrub. I want to say I got this in one of my little Walmart boxes. I love the way it smells. It just smells literally like Himalayan salt and it is so good. I like the Dove scrub. It's more of a lighter scrub. It's not as abrasive as the Tree Hut, but I do like the Tree Hut a little bit more because it does really scrub the body. I feel like if you have more sensitive skin, then this would be a scrub that you would enjoy. Flower Beauty sadly has left us. They have left the building. I like this powder, but the packaging was huge. I don't like how big it is. It's a really nice loose powder that gives like a little bit of luminosity to the skin. They did a really good job with the formula. Not a fan of the packaging, but the formula was really good. I am taking out these Huda Beauty Lip Blush. They kind of like peel on my lips. I don't know if it's because they're so old, but I used to like them, and now when I apply it, it almost leaves like a film and then it starts peeling on the lips. So I was like, it is time to let you go. I am also decluttering the Ace Beauté Sculpt and Define Contour Stick. This was in one of my Ipsies, but I feel like the shade they gave me like was so dark. So I am just gonna get rid of it. I've tried using it multiple different ways and it just does not work for me. I am also getting rid of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I use this almost up completely. This is the glitter glue, which is really good for a glitter, but I do use some other products now that I like a little bit more than this. We also have the Ciate London Dewy Glosses. I really love these. These were so beautiful on the lips. They've just kind of grown old. And also, like I said, Ciate London has just kind of disappeared. I used up the Face Shop Foaming Cleanser, and this is another one that I feel like is more geared to those people with oily skin. It kind of dries out my skin quite a bit, and I do have more dry skin, so this is another one that I will stay clear from. I really love this. This is the Numboost Serum Skin Softening. This is a Korean serum. As you can see there, I used it up completely because it just kind of just softens your skin and just leaves your skin absolutely like hydrated, but in a soft, subtle way. Really, really great. It's a number 3 if you guys are interested in trying it out. I was actually surprised by this face wash. This is the Mercy Handy facial cleansing gel. I tried this out just to kind of see it because it has salicylic acid, zinc, and niacinamide. And usually salicylic acid and me are not friends, but this doesn't seem to have a lot of quantity or percentage of that in here. It was really nice and a really great like gel type of foaming cleanser that was really great on my skin. And I feel like it's not like overly abrasive even with the salicylic acid. We have the AOA Lashes. These are good for like 1 or 2 times. They do kind of lose their form, but they are really, really cheap. I do feel like some of the ones on Shein are a little bit on the better side as far as quality. So I think that I won't be repurchasing these anymore. But if you're ever in a need for like more affordable ones, then you can definitely try these or from Shein as well. I used up the Victoria's Secret Love Addict. This is a mist. It's kind of like a sexy, fruity mist, and I really love this one as well. And it's really hard to use up a body mist, okay? So if you've ever tried to use one up, you will know it takes a hot minute to do so. This is one of my all-time favorite mists. This is the Milk Grip Set and Refresh Spray. And I use this baby up. I will be cleaning out this bottle and pouring out some of my other sprays in here because some of them I don't like the sprayer itself, so that way I can actually use the sprayer from this one. I also am getting rid of the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush. This one dried out, and to be honest, the formula is just okay. I liked it. I didn't absolutely love it, so another one that I'm getting rid of. Also the Wisteria Gel Glitter Gel from Melt Cosmetics, another one that just dried out completely. I think I used this maybe twice. This came with the Bailey Sarian collection, so sadly it just completely dried out. I have some Super Shock shadows in here as well, so let me see. So we also have the Boom Slang one from Melt with Bailey, another one that dried out. The Lock Jelly Much from ColourPop. This just does not perform the way it used to. It's lost like its muchness. And then we have a Super Shock from ColourPop as well. Some of them I rehydrate, but this one, even with rehydrating them, they just don't perform well. So that's when I know it is time to let them go. I also have some lip products. We have some from Hocus Pocus and ColourPop. I love these like lip glosses, but once they smell rancid, I know that it's time to let them go. We have the Ultra Blotted Lip. This was absolutely beautiful from ColourPop, but sadly another one that I just did not use enough, and then by the time I used it again, it was not in good condition. You can definitely see this one even changed color. This is again from the Hocus Pocus 2 line. We have the Rare Beauty foundation. This was nice. I liked it. It did kind of cling in some of my dry spots, so I do have to hydrate really well before using it. But I don't think it's one of my all-time favorite foundations, so I will not be repurchasing this. We have some of the Etude. These are like those moussey matte lips. I really have to hydrate a lot when using these, and even then I feel like lately like my lips just look so old when I use these, so I decided to just declutter them. I also used up the by Rosie Jane. This is the Dulce, and it basically smells like caramel with like vanilla. It's so yummy. I absolutely love the way this smells. As you can see there, I used up the full bottle. Another kind of toner serum thing that I love, this is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydrating Oil. It's absolutely beautiful before like before makeup or even at night. I love this serum. It's more of a liquid type of form and you apply it to your skin. My skin absorbs this like no other, and it just really hydrates, and it also has a really nice rose smell to it. I used up the Murad Rapid Collagen Infusion. I would use this especially on my face to just give a lot of hydration, more during the night because it is more of a thicker cream. This is a really good hydrating primer if you have dry skin. This is the Too Faced Hangover. I don't really care much for the smell of it, but it is a really nice one. I think this is the second time that I've used this up. Another foundation that I used up was the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blur Tint Stick. I really like this, especially for those more lighter makeup days. So this was another great one. I feel like with Fenty, I haven't had a dud yet. And then I have some eyelash stuff. So we have the City Lash Serum. This really hydrated my lashes and really kept them nice and long. Not to the point of like New Lash. I feel like I haven't yet to find anything similar to New Lash. If you guys have any recommendations, leave them down below for lashes. And then we have some mascara. So we have the Benefit Bounce. This one is just an okay mascara. It's not one of my favorites. The wand is not one that I absolutely love. I like something that I can really, like a smaller wand to get in there. It's a little bit more of a thicker formula and more on the clumpy side. So it's just an okay mascara. On the other hand, we have the Kulfi Baddie Lash Mascara. This is a tubing mascara and I love this so much. I used it up like crazy. It dried out really fast on me because of how much I was using it. But it has that wand that most tubing mascaras have, that it's more with like smaller bristles. This one on the other hand has like kind of like the Benefit Bad, is it the Bad Gal, that has that little ball at the end. So this one has the little kind of spikes at the end, which kind of help like if you want to extend some of your lashes or, you know, kind of concentrate on certain ones particularly. But Kulfi did such a really good job on this tubing mascara. And I am trying out all my tubing mascaras and kind of like ranking them for you guys, kind of writing my notes on each one so I can do a full tubing mascara on all the tubing mascaras that I've used for you guys. And last, I'm just gonna leave it here, is the Clinique Happy Heart. This is a really nice, clean, fresh smell. It leans a little bit on the like more citrusy type of side. And this is from the Scentbird. I have quite a few that I'm trying to use up. Now that I've gotten so much perfume, I actually canceled my Scentbird just because it was becoming overwhelming. But that is it for my empties. I had so many to go through. I still have quite a few in here, just like little random stuff, but I'm just gonna end this video here just because it's way too long. The rest of the stuff that's in here is just like different lip products and more kind of lip and eye products that have gone bad or that I've just like finished using. Anyways, if you guys made it to the end, thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, hit that little red button. It's free. I have my socials down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.